Looky, looky. The ATV trail is officially open, and I'm going to take you on a ride on the Navi from town to town using one of Wisconsin's ATV trails. That's how we do it here in Wisconsin. We go from town to town on ATV trails. You don't even have to go on the main road. Perfect for the Navi. So let's check it out. Here we go. Now, the last time I tried this, it was rough going. Still had some snow and ice on the trail, and the part of the trail that didn't have snow and ice was really, really mushy. I mean, you felt like I felt like the bike was going to just kind of slide out from underneath me at any moment. It's just trail is just too soft, too waterlogged. But now the trail is officially open, so they must feel like it's dry enough for the season. ATVs are on this trail. And, yeah, it's pretty nice. I got to kind of take it slow at first and kind of see what the Navi's capable of speed-wise on a surface like this. Right now I'm going about 15, 20 miles an hour. Probably doesn't look like it in the video because I have the the motion smoothing feature turned on my whoa. Yeah, see, if you hit some loose rocks on the Navi, man, you got to be careful. This thing is not for off-roading. You can go on a trail like this, that's fine, but don't think you're going to be, I mean, I know I've seen people do it in other YouTube videos, and they're the kind of folks who don't mind a broken tooth or a broken ankle or a broken arm or whatever. For those of us who can't take time out off of work for injuries like that and are kind of averse to being crippled in our old age, I recommend just kind of sticking to a nice trail like this. Yeah, it's not paved, it's gravel, but it's well maintained, it's nice and smooth. But there are some spots with loose rocks, and if you hit it too fast, you're gonna lose control. So right now I'm between 15 and 20 miles an hour. But yeah, this is how we do it in Wisconsin. We've got these trails that connect one town to another. It's kind of a network of ATV trails. And my understanding is you do not need a driver's license. I'll have to double check that for you. So you can ride a motorcycle that normally would require a driver's license. You can ride that on this trail, and you don't need a license. That's my understanding, and that goes for ATVs and other stuff. I see little kids on this trail riding their own ATVs, so I'm pretty sure you don't need a license. I'll look into that. For you, and I'll update the description with more information. But yeah, it's kind of nice. It's nice when you're riding on a bike or an ATV, just to not have to deal with maniacs going, 70, 80 miles an hour and coming up on your ass, and it's just dangerous. So yeah, I'm getting to about 20 now. And, you got to be careful because you never know. And you got to look ahead. You have to look ahead on the trail and keep an eye out for stuff that's coming up that might be, there's junk in your way. There might be a tree branch or who knows what. But, yeah, so far so good. One of my favorite things about these trails that I've mentioned before is they give you good access to fishing spots where the trail crosses rivers These are fishing spots that you normally wouldn't be able to get to without a long walk. But if you have an ATV or a mini moto like this one or some other kind of motorcycle, you can use these trails to get to these spots, and they're just not fished out like some of the other spots are, you know. And it's just nice to be a little more secluded. So my understanding is in Wisconsin, the waterways, you know, you've got shore access wherever there's, you know, no one owns the waterways. So you've got shore access all along every river and every lake and stream, but you don't have access to the land that gets you from a public road to that waterway. That's usually the problem, and that's where the ATV trails come in. They make it easier to get to these waters, and then from there you can just go along the shoreline or go along the riverbank where you are legally allowed to access the waterway, and you can fish all you want. That's another thing I'll double check for you, and I'll put more info in the description as I learn more, but that's my understanding. Whoa. Yeah, this is still not quite ready for prime time here with all these big puddles, so I'm just going to take it slow. This is an old train bridge. The train tracks were removed a long time ago and replaced with a recreational trail. That's why the grade is so nice. Just like train tracks, these trails never have more than about I can't remember the exact degree, but I think it's something like 10 degrees. You never have more of a grade than that, which is nice. A little boring maybe for you off-roaders that like to do really highly technical rides, but for people who just want to cruise on their bikes or ATVs, it's nice to have a flat trail. And I forgot to look at my odometer before I set out, so I don't know. I can't tell you for sure how long this ride's going to be. I think it's about 10 miles. Yeah, this dark dirt here is a little greasy. Holy cow. Whoa. Yeah, if I would have hit that about 5 miles an hour faster, I would have been sorry. That was pretty sloppy. Good thing I wore my chore boots. And of course I have a nice helmet on. I'm playing it safe. And I'm just trying to dodge these puddles and stuff. I'm looking forward to the day when this trail is completely dry. In the middle of the summer, if we get some rain, you might have a puddle for a day or so, but then it's gone. Right now, we still have kind of some permanent puddles here. Semi-permanent puddles. Whoa. Yeah, I'll be honest, it's kind of hard to enjoy this ride when you constantly have to be slowing down and worrying about these sloppy mud holes. Of course, an ATV isn't going to be bothered by this, but a mini moto like the Navi that has not good traction. The Navi's tires are great for pavement. I mean, they really grip nice. I mean, there's some grippier tires out there, but they're pretty nice for grip and pavement. Not so nice for loose dirt and gravel and stuff when it gets wet. I think if this trail was completely dry, it'd be fine, but as it is, it's a little treacherous. I'm probably going to regret this. That wasn't too bad. Nice thing about the Navi is the fenders really protect you from splatter really well. I've never had any kind of splatter on my back or shoes or jeans or anything. So at least I don't have to worry about getting home and being shellacked with mud. Well, I'm just going to kind of put it on autopilot here, and if I come across something interesting, I'll comment on it, and in the meantime, I'll just kind of fast forward through some of this video. cow, you guys. We made it. Here we are in Mineral Point. That's about a 10 or 13 mile jaunt. And I gotta tell ya, I think I'm going to take the paved roads back. I'm glad I went on that ride, but I don't think I'd want to go back and do it again the opposite direction. It's just not exactly relaxing. And in fact, it's kind of takes its toll on your body when you're constantly having to worry about falling, slipping, wiping out, constantly sort of using your core muscles to keep that from happening. It kind of makes for a long ride. Again, I enjoyed it, glad I did it. I don't need to do it again, going back in the opposite direction. I'm going to take the paved roads back. Just a little bit of trail left here before we get onto the streets in town. And that concludes our ride, everybody. Hope you had fun riding along. Maybe I'll do another one of these when it's a little drier out. I'll do this again, and I'll stop at a fishing hole and see if I can catch myself a walleye or a sucker. Until then, thanks for riding along, and please consider liking the video and subscribing below. Really appreciate it. See you next time.